It's a medicine that can help you with more than just weight loss. Dr. Eric Stanek, Chief Medical Officer of DoctorsNow, is here for today's Hello Health. Hello, we are talking GLP-1 medications today and how those work with your body.
Yeah, so the GLP-1 agonist is short for a glucagon-like peptide 1, which is
I see why they're called GLP-1 then.
Yep, that's the reason why. It comes from a hormone that's produced naturally in your body. So these medications help to increase a hormone that's already made. And what they do is they slow down your appetite. It decreases gastric emptying, so the movement of food through your stomach and your intestines. They help people to feel full earlier in a meal and ultimately help them eat less, go into a calorie deficit, and most of the time lose some weight along the way. They also have an effect on the brain as well, reduce cravings for foods that are maybe calorie dense, not so healthy, foods that, like something greasy or a slice of cake or something like that. If those are people's vices and they cause them to have difficulty losing weight, a lot of times when people start these medications, they look at those foods and they're like, it doesn't even look appetizing to me anymore. And so that's really how the medicines work, and that's how they help people to lose weight.
Have you seen other health benefits with this?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of health benefits downstream of weight loss. It really comes from the weight loss itself. And what these medicines do is they help people to enact behavioral changes that allow them to lose weight. So we always tell people if you don't change your behaviors when you're on the medicine, then you're not really going to get the results that you're looking for. But so long as you change your behaviors, and these medicines help people do that, you'll lose weight and then reap the benefits down the road of some of the other health metrics that improve. Blood sugar, cholesterol, sleep quality. A lot of people have obstructive sleep apnea. There are a lot of benefits down the road from this, including mental health, energy, mood. I could go on for a while about a lot of the other health metrics and health markers that improve when people are able to lose weight successfully.
And so is this a magic shot? I know a lot of them are shots, or I guess, is there work involved as well?
Yeah, there's definitely work involved. And so we try to set those expectations with our patients when they come in for their initial consult, is that there is no magic shot, magic pill, anything like that for weight loss. There's work involved. But like I said before, it is the way the medicine works in the body that helps people to enact behavioral changes. So when people first come into the program, a lot of them say, I'm just looking for a kickstart to start my weight loss journey here. I've tried different diets, different training programs, and it lasts for a few months, but then I get back to where I was before. We use these medicines and we build on top of health foundations that we teach people that allows us to become sustainable over time. So some people stay on them for a few months, a year or two. They reach their goals, they understand the foundations that they need to follow to keep the weight off in the future, and then they come off the meds. Other people find that it's easier for them, their bodies, the cravings, the food noise, all of that stuff is hard to keep at bay without the medication. And so for some people, it's more of a long-term fix. But whether you use it for a short period of time or for a longer period of time, they're very effective to help people lose weight and those other health metrics we talked about, blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, stuff like that.
And how do you incorporate this into your medical weight loss program that you've talked to us about before?
It's discussing the foundations of health and wellness first, right? So talking about nutrition, adequate protein intake, staying in a calorie deficit, the importance of physical movement, exercise, both strength training, cardiorespiratory fitness, trying to incorporate a little bit more of that into your life, sleep quality, stress management. Whether people use medications or not, we always start with that. And after that, we talk to people about whether medication therapy is right for them. Truth is, the majority of our patients are on some sort of medication therapy to help them lose weight, but some people are not. And so by building off of the foundations of health and wellness first, then people tend to have more success with the medication. The one thing we try to avoid is just giving people a medicine and then following up in a few months, seeing if they lose weight, and then just kind of going down that path. We like to keep a close eye on our patients. We like to be available for them when they have questions. and again, building off of the foundations of health and wellness first and foremost.
Well, thank you so much for sharing this with us, especially this time of lots of treats around.
Yeah, of course. And thanks for having me on.
For more information, you can go online to doctorsnow.com/medical weight loss or call 515-514-1261. You can also send any inquiries to the email address you see on your screen. They are located in West Des Moines, and you can see more on social media.